Hey there, nerds. It's Jay Poole, and I am live on YouTube. This is my second YouTube live. So, hey there. Tonight I will be talking about Marvel's The Defenders. Now, it just came out earlier this morning, around midnight. I binged pretty much the whole thing. I finished it later in the morning because, sleep. I am human. I think I am. And I do need sleep. So, yes, Marvel's Defenders just dropped on Netflix. And it combines all 4 characters from all 4 Netflix shows together. And they all team up. So we have Charlie Cox as Daredevil. We have Krysten Ritter as Jessica Jones, Mike Coulter as Luke Cage, and of course Finn Jones as Iron Fist. And for a lot of people that watched the first season of Iron Fist, there was a lot to be wanted, about that show. The show, in my opinion, needed a lot more workup. The actor needed a lot more training, physical training, as well as martial arts training. I think they could have done a lot better. I mean, there was this whole backlash of whitewashing. They kept saying, oh, he should have been Asian. And I'm like, have you read the comic book? Because Iron Fist is white. I'm sorry. How can you be whitewashing when the character is white? Just because he knows martial arts doesn't mean he has to be Asian. Because of reasons. I don't know. Stereotypes. But now we have the Defenders, and this gives Iron Fist, a second go at really showing what Iron Fist is made out of. And in this miniseries, it's only 8 episodes, so there's really no time for fluff episodes. They're all interconnected. And really, only by the 3rd episode do we hold on a second. Bad connection. Yeah. Let's hope this is probably going to, since I am live, it's probably going to affect it just slightly. Alright. So, with the collaboration of all these characters together, we have the main villain in here, played by Sigourney Weaver. And she's part of a dark, sinister organization that has been showing up in all these Netflix shows. Well, who is she? Hold on a second. This is live, and I am, for some reason, having a problem with the connection. Hopefully this doesn't affect it. Alright, so, who is she? And where does she come from? And who exactly, who is the Hand? The Hand is the organization she works for. 5 fingers of the Hand. There's an explanation in here in the show. So, of course, for a lot of teams that, a lot of people that usually run solo, when they start to team up at the beginning, there's always a bit of, feuds going on, and pretty much who wants to be leader. In here, it's more of, I just don't trust you. I don't know who you are. But it doesn't really all come together till like the 3rd episode. So, you have a few episodes to get aboard on the Defenders train until you see actually them coming together and then teaming up. But when they finally do team up, it's still a rocky start, but it is pretty badass. You have probably seen the trailer, the hallway scene. There always has to be a hallway scene in these Netflix shows because of Daredevil and his awesome hallway scene. Personally, I don't think it was the best hallway scene done, but that's just my opinion. I really enjoyed this series. I don't want to spoil too much because I want all the viewers to check out Netflix Defenders. Like I said, it's only 8 episodes, so I wouldn't say it's a quick binge, but it's quicker. All the other series are about 13 episodes. So this is just one convenient story that just goes right to the point. And it doesn't take very much time. It's not spread out over weeks or anything. It's more of days. And it really it expands some of the characters. We also get a lot of the side characters in here, like Eldon Henson and Jessica Henwick, who played Colleen Wing. Eldon Henson played Foggy, and it looks like Foggy is doing pretty well for himself. He no longer, works with Matt, but he's doing pretty well for himself. Colleen Wing is traveling along with Finn Jones' character. He's the immortal Iron Fist. He keeps saying that the whole time. So Danny Rand, he has an important part to play in all this, in this whole series. But, unlike the first season of Iron Fist, with him being very unsure of himself, in this series, he's more of guilt. Guilt is just building up inside of him. And they'll explain more and elaborate more throughout the episodes of The Defenders. We also get the return of Elektra Nachos. And Elektra, in my opinion, it's an awesome introduction in Season 2 of Daredevil. I've always loved Elektra, and unfortunately they did a really terrible job in the Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Gardner. Being a fan of Daredevil, I'm not a super fan, but I do know the story, and it was sort of a disappointment. And personally, I actually like the director's cut of the Daredevil movie. If you ever, see it on the shelf and want to check, at your local store and want to check it out, I recommend seeing the director's cut. It is so much better than the theatrical cut. Alright, so, we also get some other side characters as well. We have Rachel Taylor, who played Trish Walker from the first season of Jessica Jones. And, of course, we got Deborah Ann Woll back as Karen Page. So, yeah, they're back. They have somewhat of a part to play in this series. It's not a super major part. I think Colleen Wing has more of a major part than most of the other side characters. Don't want to spoil too much, but she is important. Just because she doesn't have superpowers, she is still a badass. And if you saw Iron Fist Season 1, in my opinion, I would have loved to have seen a Colleen Wing, Daughters of the Dragon series, more than Iron Fist, halfway through the series. I'm like, this is just not doing it for me. This story is kind of all over the place. I'm not really getting these characters, but I love Colleen Wing's character. Alright, so, yeah, we have the Hand once again, as the main antagonists, and Madame Gao returns, and some others. I'm not going to say who else, but Madame Gao has pretty much been throughout the whole Netflix series. She's just a mysterious character behind the scenes. We don't know much about her origins, we just know that she's very old and very powerful. And she really shows it in here, how actually powerful she is. It's not just this small little Asian woman. She can kick ass. Also, with Mike Coulter's character, Luke Cage, we again get to see how strong he really is and how really bulletproof he is. People use him a lot in here as a human shield because bullets can't penetrate his skin. But there are characters in here that can give him damage. He takes some damage in this show, even though normally he would be pretty much, vulnerable. But he's not invulnerable. He's well, there are characters. I don't want to spoil too much. There's these characters in here that can, pretty much take him out physically. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this show, and I think you will too. If you love the whole Netflix library of Marvel shows, which they're all getting another season. Daredevil's getting a third season. Jessica Jones getting a second season. They just announced that David Tennant is returning. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know if it's going to be a voice in her head or if he's actually coming back from the dead. We're getting an Iron Fist season 2, and we are getting, if I remember correctly, a Luke Cage season 2. So everybody's getting another season, and I'm hoping that they team up once again or just show up on each other's shows. They're all located in New York. They're just in different parts of New York, especially like Luke Cage is located in Harlem. But it would be awesome if they could actually all meet, because of course we have Claire Temple, the night nurse, played by Rosario Dawson. She returns, and she, like some other people say, she's pretty much the Samuel L. Jackson's character Nick Fury of all these shows. She gets them all to work together, and she shows up in all the shows. So it would be interesting if some characters, jumped over to one show and jumped over to the other. And later this year, just let's see, about 3 months from now, I think, we have The Punisher with Jon Bernthal coming to Netflix. Now, The Punisher came up from season 2 of Daredevil, and in my opinion was one of the best written storylines of that season. I love Elektra, but The Punisher he stole that season, especially with his interaction with the Kingpin. That was such an incredible episode. Also the prison escape scene and prison attack scene. It blows the hallway scene from season 1 of Daredevil away. Also, it's extremely brutal. Yeah, this show, The Defenders, it's awesome. I would love to see the second season also bring in the Punisher as well, since he's also part of this universe. And yeah, definitely go see it. I give, it's not a perfect show, okay? So I really can't give it perfect marks, but I can give it 4 stars, 4 out of 5 stars. It was fun to watch. It was short, in my opinion. I wish it was longer so they could expand the story a little more. But I think they just wanted to get to the point and then say, okay, well, now these characters going on back to their own shows. Maybe they'll come back, we don't know. The producers said they would love to do it, but, will Netflix agree to it because of ratings? Usually you have to wait a little while to see how well the ratings do on a show to see if they even want to do another season of that. I know all my friends, if you're not watching now this live stream, then you are definitely watching The Defenders right now, because people are just going online and saying, I'm watching The Defenders, I'm watching The Defenders. So, yeah, if you're not watching this live stream right now, you're probably sitting down watching The Defenders. It's a fantastic show, and I highly recommend it. Like I said, 4 out of 5 stars, and go check it out. Right now, it's streaming on Netflix. I would like to thank all my viewers right now, and later viewers, of course, because after this is done, it will go straight to YouTube, so you can watch it a little later. And check out some of my other stuff on my channel. Go to my Facebook at facebook.com/jpoolsnerdcorner. Check out my photography page, JPool Photography, on Facebook, or my Instagram, Gnerd Corner. Also, it's Gnerd Corner also on my Flickr. Anyway, thank you for watching my review for The Defenders. Go check it out right now, and write down in the comments to tell me what you think, or what you thought of the show, and what you think is going to happen later on for all these characters, especially if you just binged it like I did and watched all the episodes in one day. Tell me what you thought of the show, and remember to enjoy your chimichanga.